15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Over!
Here's Beathard to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. And here's Allen to throw on 2nd down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now a handoff for Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now Allen from the gun on third down. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Beathard. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. To throw is Beathard. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They'll throw here. Beathard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to throw Beathard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Beathard to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Reuben Foster picks it. The 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green
39. Looking to throw. Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Beathard. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here we go now. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
To throw is Beathard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Allen now to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the 1st half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen, off play action. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And here's Allen operating from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Being chased out left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
All right, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. Allen. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Allen throwing on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Allen now off the bootleg. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to throw. Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Allen to throw. To throw on third down. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Allen on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coach.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down following the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
So 2nd and 10 here. Allen now off the play fake. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely force a field goal attempt.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Green, 39. Green.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Allen on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Well, going deep here for Taylor. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now it's first and goal. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And here's Allen to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Beathard to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A gain of 11 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
All right, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mark Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On the counter, Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Brockers able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of good.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Leaping over him. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be.
People trying to say I'm on the enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can't rob Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, amen. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I here on the block, my side. Run it in the house for us 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen, amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see movie. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen, amen. Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah, amen, amen.